Hello. Hi. How are you? I'm well. I have a slight headache. I've had a headache most of the day actually. So basically Aaron did a stream last night. We have a few again. It's been a few weeks since he done one because he's had technical difficulties. And he started it not 6 o'clock for him or 1 o'clock for me, which is okay, yeah, late, already sort of past bedtime. But this stream went a lot longer than normal, about 4.5 hours. Basically, I didn't get to bed till 5:30 in the morning today. I managed to get maybe at 4 or 5 hours sleep. And I think once himself has got himself up and sorted, I may literally go straight to bed. I'm doing this vlog a little earlier today. It is just gone 8 o'clock. I've just finished recording my Doctor Who thoughts and review, the live stream, which went really well actually. We had like 6 people in at the end and lots of people chatting to me. So that was fun. The episode itself was not, well, you know. But yeah, so I've just done that, and as always, if I'm recording something else, like an unboxing or doing the live stream, since I've got the camera set up, I might as well do the vlog straight away as well. So here we are doing that. But yeah, slightly headachy, but it's kind of self-inflicted. Otherwise I've been fairly chill. I've been sorting out my doing more of my cross-stitch patterns. I've got this box here. All of these are patterns that come with a kit. So these are projects I can start straight, well, more or less straight away. There's a couple that I have started already that I need to get back to. But yeah, this is, the ones with kits are great because they are ones I can do, and then obviously once I've sort of got back into doing these ones, like this little boat for example, I started a while ago. So what I'll probably do is finish the started kits. I do have a particular, wait, there are some, for some reason I have 2 of them, so that's something I can do stuff with. This kit, sorry I'm rattling, this kit, I know, I've been looking at it as I've been going back and forth through the thing, and it looks really pretty. This one I really want to do it. It's got like little buttons on it, so it's like the blossom. How pretty that is. But yeah, it's a relatively straightforward kit. It's like what, a main colour and then a few highlight colours. So get the tree, do the butterfly, sew on the buttons. It looks like it would be a really pretty project. So outside of doing projects that have already started and finishing those off, I think that'll be my next stitch project. But there are so many in here. So many. I can see, but yeah, that all of this is kit and pattern. Here I have patterns that should have a kit, but I can't seem to find it. And here I have kits that have lost their pattern for some reason. And that might have been me. I may have accidentally thrown them away when going through the magazines. So I'm not sure what we'll do with those. Maybe try and work it out from the pictures, because sometimes the pictures themselves are quite clear. So maybe I'll be able to work out what colour goes where, but who knows. So that's what I've been doing today mostly, and watching YouTube. So yeah, today's been chilled and tired and slightly headachy. So how's your day been? You be good? You're well? You're happy? You're healthy? Nice to know. Yeah, no ranty ramble today, no preamble, besides talking about my cross stitch. Yeah, so I suppose we better do the thing. See what I mean? I'm kind of not with it at the moment. When am I ever? Really, let's be honest. Alright then. Didn't work yesterday because I think I did it too late. So it wasn't this. It was. There you go. It's not the worst thumbnail I've ever had. It Can we agree that yesterday's question was weird? The one about what colour I should be. Yeah, okay, we're agreed that that's a bit weird. Cool. Alrighty, what's today's question? Okay. Are you the oldest, middle, youngest, or only child? How did birth order shape who you are? There we go. I am the oldest of two, and on my dad's side, I am also the oldest cousin. I don't know. So, basically, without getting into too many, personal details or whatever, Mum has told me several times before about how she fell pregnant at least twice before me. And I think one was a straightforward miscarriage, the other was an ectopic birth, so I guess I was a bit of a miracle. Given the fact that she would have... And this is in the 70s. Would have been at least... So I was conceived in 77. So it was allowing good healing time. We're looking, mid to late 70s. That those... See, now she thinks they would have been boys. And I'm happy to sort of vaguely refer to them as my brothers that could have been or whatever. But, yeah, I was about to say those souls or whatever, but they are, depending on how far along they would have just been fetuses. I mean, like the miscarriage, I don't know how far along that would have been, and the ectopic, yeah, that was I assume quite a scary thing to go through. So yeah, I am the oldest of the two of us, but potentially I could have been the youngest or middle, depending on if they had any other kids. Like if they'd still had my sister after me, and if they'd had the first two first. I don't know what the plan was, if they always intended to have two or whatever. So yeah, I could potentially have been the youngest or the middle. Do I think it's affected who I am? Well, I sometimes think, not very often, but I do sometimes think, oh, what would it have been like if I had an older brother? But then I just like, well, I can't really imagine that, so, whatever. I don't know. I mean, maybe. In a lot of ways, my sister is probably maybe a bit more mature. She's the one that's had a couple of kids. She's always been a bit more sensible. Well, I say different kind of sensible. She fell with her first when she was still at school. Legal. The age of consent in the UK is 16. And she was with someone her age. So it wasn't like someone took advantage of her. It was a boy that she knew who was a similar age to her, and they were both legal. But yes, she was still at school, so she is counted as a young mother. But other than that, she was a lot more social. She's always been a lot more social outgoing. Always had more friends. I don't know if that's because I'm the oldest or just because, I'm a bit more introverted than she is. So yeah, what I mean is like the older one you think would be the one that's more responsible, more organised, sort of takes care of things, but she's more that way. She's the one that calls me and says about the family events. Like, for example, I've got a family dinner next week, and she's the one that sort of called me to tell me about it. So in that sense, I don't think it's necessarily shaped who I am. And like I say, being the oldest cousin, I sort of, mention it as a matter of fact. But again, it's not necessarily. Except like a few times when my youngest cousin was born and we took a photo with our granddad. It was just the three of us. So it was like the oldest, youngest with granddad. So that was kind of sweet. Yeah, I don't think it has necessarily affected who I am. there have been times, you know, especially when we were younger, it's like, oh, you're her big sister, you should take care of her, you should look after her, you should all this stuff. I remember there was a time when she was out late past her dinner time when she should have been home. So I was sent, oh, go find your sister. I'm like, oh, I'm watching Ulysses. Oh, yeah, but you're a big sister, you gotta look out for her. And yeah, certainly when we were younger and a few times as adults, it's like, if someone sort of tried to give her shit, I'm like, oi, that's my sister. You know, I have sort of gone into protective mode that way. But, no, I don't think it necessarily has. I mean, maybe it has. And this is the thing, it's like, how do you know it's affected you if that's all you've ever known? You know, if I was younger, or like I said, if I had an older brother that I potentially could have had, would that have made me a different person? Or would I still be in the same situation? So the only answer I can give emphatically is, I am the oldest of two. Do I think it's necessarily affected my life or who I have become? Entirely possible, but in ways that I don't necessarily know how to quantify or explain. I'm the oldest, and that's a simple fact. But yeah, I guess that's as thorough an answer as I can give for that one. And like I said, I'm getting a headache, so I will say, yeah, that's it. That's the answer to that question. Sorry if I seem a bit, looking over there and a bit drifty today. Like I said, I'm tired. It's self-inflicted. I'm not blaming anyone but myself. Maybe Erin a little bit, but it was a fun stream. So, all right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say, if you have been, thanks for watching. You're awesome. I appreciate you. I've been Michelle. You've been listening, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.